Morning, good afternoon, or good evening. How are you today? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Your daily crumb, help you along your way today. Well, we hope so anyways. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whatever time it is for you, and welcome to the Daily Crumb with me, iwishhewouldhavejusthitme, your friendly, freaky ass, sweetgrass water medicine woman, also Christiana Carr, Chrissy Carr, superstar. On this beautiful divine being right here, and welcome all you beautiful divine beings right here too. How grows it with you? Hey, hey, hey. This is Sunday. Sunday. Oh, is that Sunday for you? Oh, I don't know. How's that grow for you? Hey. And I'm in a little late because it's afternoon. It's like 12:30. I go slow and steady today. Today's my anniversary. Yeah. When I was in my spiritual director program. Today, January 25th, 2017. 2017. We went out for a break and we were told that we had to write some commitments to each other. And then when we come back, there was a little altar that was set up and we all got to go down the altar, walk down the aisle, right? They set up this beautiful little thing and they had the seats set up, like we're there at a wedding ceremony or whatever. And it was the marriage of the divine masculine to the divine feminine inside, balancing our energies. So we had to write commitments from the divine masculine to the divine feminine and blah, blah, blah. So I found them in my notebook from 2017 from my spiritual director program. When I did spiritual psychotherapy with the spiritual director. I started out, then I was pregnant, and then I had to go back, and it was very cute. It was very cool because they did letters for your program number. It was a program letter. So when I first started, and I got like the first month in, and then I was on maternity leave because I had my girl, and then I went back 2 years later when she was 2, I went back and finished my program. But for the SD, I was in the class Q, right? That was our letter, right? We had the name of the thing, so the SDQ, because that was my group that I was with. And then when I went back, I was with the T. That was my thing. So then I write down, because I started out in the Q, then I went to the T. So I was SDQT. Anyway, here we go. Yeah, I amused myself. And you know what? Others said too. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. So here we grow. I am me. Here we grow. And I'm just going to be me. I'm not here to please anybody. It's nice if I amuse you, but, at the end of the day, we're the ones that we have to live with. I look around, so your opinion of yourself actually is the most important one. Opinions are like assholes, and everybody's got one. And some people just like to throw them in everybody's faces, whether asked or not. And, then you just make yourself look like what opinions are. Okay, there we grow. Thank you. Okay, here we grow. Marriage of the divine male and female within me. Commitments I'm in the process of fulfilling to myself. My divine feminine and divine masculine, guided by my elder self. And great oneness divine, thank you very much. I am committed to letting my divine masculine fire burn and my divine feminine waters flow and blend with each other. I am open to the wisdom of my divine union of love and truth, fire and water in my heart. I now feel the strength of my vulnerability. The more I allow myself to relax into my divine flow, the brighter my fire burns. I accept myself fully and wholly. I am free. I am me. I surrender any lingering false need to be anything else. I am peace. I am love. I am beautiful. In beauty and balance, I walk. That was my little commitments to myself. Okay, here we go. Basically, I'm stepping back, all right, loving me and not criticizing me, not putting on that, oh, I'm tough, nothing gets me, get back in there, I come out here vulnerable. And I found the strength of my vulnerabilities. Because when we keep, I got it, right? People think you got it, right? That you don't need help. But we all do. We all do. Trauma response, ego, or whatever. All those things say we don't need anybody else. We're all self-sufficient and self-made. No, we're not. Right from the start, you're not self-made. Okay? It took 2 other human beings to make you. Okay? Whether they did it in the conventional sense or whatever, whatever. We didn't make ourselves. Okay? We are shaped in everything by our environments, our DNAs, and all of that. We don't make ourselves. But we can look and choose. Okay, am I going to choose to follow the programming? Am I going to choose to follow that inner guidance, that inner wisdom, that inner connection that I need no middleman to have? It's a personal relationship. I don't know. And then what's a relationship with yourself? We just finished the Let Them theory with Mel Robbins in the little book club that I was in. So it was very cool. Ends on the relationships. What is that relationship with yourself? Because they all off that, right? You're the one human being, I've said this before on here, that you're with from the time you're conceived to the time you die. You're the one human being you're guaranteed to be with your whole life. Okay? The only human being you're going to be with every single minute of every single day of your life. It's you. So, what are you going to do about that? You're going to love you? You're going to keep shaming you? You're going to keep taking on that stuff and squashing yourself and putting out your own life? Blaming it on everybody else? Oh, well, I do this because of what they did. But they're not there anymore. They've carried on with their lives. What are you still doing to yourself? I don't know. What are we still doing to ourselves? I don't know. Well, I'm looking at what I'm doing to myself, okay? It's your job to find out what you're doing to yourself. We're doing some reflections. Okay, just the one today. Thank you. To be a good parent, all right, you need to take care of yourself. Yeah. You need to give care to yourself so that you can have the physical and emotional energy to take care of your family, to give care to your family. Michelle Obama. If you are a parent to a child or a pet or any kind of caregiver, what are your favorite ways to give care to yourself? How can you ensure that you have time for these each day? That's a 49, which would make a 4, which was that balance. How are you balancing that out? Because remember, we'll start resenting all the time and energy we're giving to others that we're not even giving to ourselves. Right? You can't. Of course, I don't make it up, regurgitate it, but don't be blaming like you can. Like, so I'm not saying can't, whatever. And I don't like to say you have no right. I said that the other day. Parents have no rights. But you have, like, you need to listen. It's not helpful to try and shut down children. Anyways. We do. Giving that care to ourselves. All right, or we get resentful of that care that we're giving out, and there's, it's pointless to blame somebody for sucking the life out of you if you keep giving them the straw. You can complain about it, but then guess what you're getting into then, right? Maybe some covert narcissism or whatever, because I just keep complaining over here, but we don't see everybody that's pouring into us over here. So it's like we're taking for granted, taking advantage of these people that are pouring into us, and that love us and that are there and showing us that love and acceptance just as we are. But we just keep looking over here. These ones keep draining it and they don't give it back. And life is miserable. There's nothing good in my life. And what does that say about these people over here that are giving to us? Do we think about that? Do you think about who you're complaining to or going on about how horrible your life is? Do you really think about who you're saying that to? And how much do we put on others then too? Right? Even if we're caregivers and stuff like that, do we go in there or do we make people feel like they're a burden? right? Oh my goodness, I had to go out of the way to get here. And oh no, don't worry, I'm here. But all they hear is the complaining about how much of a burden and how much you had inconvenience it was for you to be there for them. I don't know. How's that grow for you? How's that grow for you? That's why it's so important to give that care to ourselves so that we're not ending up hurting the ones we're trying to help. Right? I don't know. What is that for you? How's that grow for you? Do you give that time? Do you give that time to yourself? Or are you out there just pointing fingers at everybody else? I don't know. How's that grow for you? It's a hard thing to learn because people, lots say, oh, that's selfish. You're thinking of yourself. But no. And loving ourselves, not above or below, but as part of, because we're all worthy and we all belong here. And hey, we can let things shut us down, or we can just keep growing and just keep growing with it, right? You can go, oh, I don't like that comment, and I delete it, or we could just leave it there for other people to see because it just says something about them, not you, when people want to put their opinion out there at you. Okay? All right. And some just have to. And then this online, too. People feel so much more freer to do that. When they might bite their tongue before, hey, we can hide behind these screens and just say whatever we want. And we don't even think how that might be hurtful to somebody else. Or, you know, we don't know somebody's story. Right? So, I don't know. What is that for you? What is that for you? So we cleanse off. Especially if we're taking things personally. You take it personally, or you can go, hey, that's about them. That's not about me. People showing their opinions when they're not asked for it. Here I'm growing on. That's fine. So we're cleansing off all that we're not, embracing all that we're not. We're doing those deep dives inside to see. How are we giving that care to ourselves? Are we just looking outside for somebody else to do it? We're not doing anything for our own selves here. I don't know. What is that? But this world teaches you to look outside. Look outside. But look, even that butterfly has to go in. Right, that caterpillar eats and eats and eats and eats, gets all that info, and it has to go into that cocoon and have some time alone. That butterfly, once it's transformed, when it's coming out of its cocoon, has to have that struggle to strengthen its wings to fly. If you help a butterfly out of its cocoon, it will surely die. Oh no, that's what I learned. I don't know. I haven't tried it, but and the science in that, they need that struggle to strengthen their wings. And it's again, like they say, don't touch the butterfly's wing because it has a special, maybe it's the fairy dust on there, the powders, but it helps them fly. So if you touch a butterfly's wings too much, right? Some things we just have to, are more delicate. But yeah, look at that monarch, the trek that it makes. From way up here in the Canada, and it goes all the way down into Mexico, huh? Yo quiero Taco Bell. I don't know. What's that for you? It looks like all delicate and whatever, but look at that strength that it needs to grow through. So let's do those deep dives, okay? Look at the strength you've already had. You've already survived. And are we still holding on? Or is it making that little still hold on to it? Because it's time for us adults, okay, to take the wheel and go, hey, it wasn't your fault, little, but I'm not going to continue to treat you this way. I'm not going to continue to say these horrible words to you. I'm going to talk kindly to you. And when you talk to yourself, look in the mirror and look. And talk to yourself as you talk to your best friend. Talk to yourself as you talk to a little child. Talk to yourself as that little needed to be talked to. Okay? And cared for. Give that self that care before you go out spreading around all out there. Right? It all begins within. It all begins within. You can't pour from an empty cup. You can't help anybody if you're on the floor. Okay? What is that? The records and knowing revealed, looking at that and how far you have grown. Okay, stone the people. Don't stone the people. We don't do that no more. But if you see that, like this body is that records, right? Those things come up, those triggers, activations, and whatever that is. Like I shared before, you know, it took me a while to figure that out, that the angry voices out there and my body have a full physical reaction. And then putting that together. Well, because in my foundation years, it was a lot of harsh, there was yelling, there was, you know, anger was explosive and things like that. So it was very scary. Somebody's going to get hurt. But my body reacted to that long before my mind caught up with that, figuring that out. Where was that coming from? Like, oh, you know. So sometimes, so the body keeps that score. So even if we've disassociated, like I said before, the body is still growing through that. The body is still gone through that. So it still remembers. So let's take our time, do those deep dives inside, and look at that. We get scared about the reputation. Well, we got stinky reputations, and we get so caught up. A reputation is based on how others see you. Again, it's based on that outside. It's based on the outside. So that's why it's more important about who we are and how we see ourselves and building on that character. Because that character is who you are. It's not based on outside opinions. Opinions. It's not based on those outside opinions. Right? So again, know 100 different people, you have 100 different reputations. It changes on depending on who's looking at you. All right, but it's not the reputation that's important, it's the character that stands the test of time. Okay? Oh no. What's that for you, beautiful beings? What's that for you? You know, look back, take a deep dive. Are you trying to keep up a certain reputation? Are you trying to hold on a certain mask? Or we're just cleansing off all that we are because we get that university. The usable energies when we're ourselves. We take off the mask. We get to know yourself. Give that care to yourself. What is it that you need? What is it that you need? And do that for you before you go to do something for anybody else, right? Own oxygen mask first. All right, what's that I'll say to you, beautiful beings? I'm going to go do something special for myself. I don't know what it is yet. Might be just sitting and chilling, and that's okay. Maybe I'll watch a romantic movie or something. I don't know. Maybe my divine masculine will go draw a bath for my divine feminine. If I had a deep tub, that's for sure what I'd be doing. A nice bubble bath and just soak and relax. Oh, jacuzzi tub would be very nice. Yeah, my tub is still... I mean, I'm not even that tall, and I still got to squash up in there. I feel more sore after I get out of the tub. Anyways, what are you going to do for you today? What you going to do for you today? What is something you'd like to do for yourself every day? Every day. What do you like to do for yourself every day? I don't know. What's that for you? All right. Biggest heart hugs ever. Yes, thank you for being you and shining your light through in everything you do. Because you know what? This world needs you. Just to be you. Fully, holy, and true. Don't let this world miss out on all that's you. I'm so glad that you're here. I'm so glad you choose to stay. Every day. Let's grow, grow, grow. Slow, slow, slow. And make this another wonderful, blessed day. Love you all. Mwah. Thank you, thank you. Thank you. And thank you for all your comments, too. I don't reply to all of them. I try to put a heart on all of them just to let you know that I've seen them. But I appreciate every single one. All of them. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, now let me work this out here. Here we go. Okay. And we put it over that one. And then here we can reach this way. Have a wonderful day.